welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to be firing the Winchester 1977XS pellet and BB gun. This one I've already done some shooting with it, and I've been adjusting it, and I'll show you right here what we've done. First off, we fired it and we had it over on this side. I did a little adjusting. Evidently it's a little over adjusted, and I came over to here, but there's a fairly good grouping here. Well, I've readjusted it now, and we're going to fire it again at 10 meters, and we're going to fire 3 rounds. And I'm shooting pellets too, by the way, because they're the most accurate. I was doing some BBs. You'll notice this over here. I did some adjusting with that, but the BBs were still staying within this. You can see back here where we actually blew it out. But here's on this target. I want to stay with this one because we want to see if we're going to be hitting more here in the center. So let's put this down there and we'll fire 3 more rounds and see how it works. I'm using Norma match pellets, by the way, and loading these one at a time can kind of be a trick. You probably know what I mean when you're using one of these like this, a multi-pump. So, and we're going to put 4 pumps in it. Also makes it a little quicker. Okay. Like I said, we'll fire 3 rounds and see where they hit. I have readjusted it, but I don't know. This type of an adjustment on a windage can be a little bit. It's got a screw. I'll show you. I did it in the overview. I showed you how we did it. But anyway, let's get our second one down there. That one might have went to the right, I'm not sure. And that one dropped right in place. Shot just a little high, I'm not sure. Well, let's get it and we'll see what it did. Well, it really didn't do all that bad this time. Evidently I've got it adjusted right, because we got one dead center. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the one is dead center, and it blew the back of the target out. So it's shooting right into this area. That's what I wanted to do, but as I said, that hit dead center right on the little X right in the middle of it, blew it out. And we got the others 2 grouped right into that area. So that's what I was looking for. Like I said, that's the open sight, but now I'll show you. And as I said, I showed you in the overview how to adjust this. But you can't put the safety on if it's not cocked, so you know that it's safe, and it's not. So anyway, right here, this is where you adjust it. Right up here, it's got a little screw, and this plate goes back and forth, and as you screw it down, it will move, so the adjustments can be thrown off just by tightening it. But that's the way a lot of sights are, it seems like, on these type of guns, and I don't really like them that well, but once you get them down, if you get them tightened well enough. Now, if you can really get them into place, you might want to put like something like some sort of a cement or something or other on it, like a Loctite maybe, and screw it into place. The only problem is then is if you do want to readjust it, you can't. I have used silicone in that case, and it will hold it good, and then when you want to get it loose, you can. But you also want to use the right screwdriver point on it, because once you get that bird out, man, you're in trouble unless you can find another small screw with it. But it did shoot pretty doggone well. I used my Shooter's Choice AccuRest on it, and otherwise you're going to stand free. In fact, why don't we fire a couple of rounds down, same target, and we'll shoot them freestanding this way, and well, we'll see how it works. You notice I've also got a can set up down there, and we're going to shoot that a little bit. I've been shooting at BBs and it's not penetrated. The BBs haven't, but that was with another gun. And we're going to see on penetration in a bit. But right now we've got 4 pumps in here. We're going to go with a freestanding, and we'll see how it works with this. I wavered around a little bit. We'll take 3 rounds though. And again, we're using the Norma pellets, and like I said, these pellets, all pellets, are a pain in the hind end ready to put in like this. I got them, and we're going to use 4 pumps. That one I think shot a little low and to the right. I'll find out. Okay, and we'll get that in a bit, because first what we're going to do, then we're going to try with 5 pumps and see on the penetration on that can, and we're going to be able to tell where it hits, because like I said, we've been shooting it with BBs, and this time it's going to be a pellet. And it should have very good penetration. We're going to shoot towards the middle of the can. And I think it hit the middle without a doubt, so now let's go get both those targets and take a look. Well, believe it or not, freestanding, I got another one right here, dead center in the middle. So hey, that worry wasn't too bad. As I said, freestanding, the nice thing about it is that thumb hole. That does help with your freestanding and stabilizing it, and you're going to be able to definitely plink it, because I'll show you here. I said I was shooting at the middle of the can. Well, that's exactly what I did. I hit right here in the middle, smack dab in the middle, and it did blow out the back, as you can see right there. So I knew I hit the middle, because when I'm firing at a can like that to plink it, if it hits middle, it usually stays up. It doesn't fall over. There's water inside of it. But yeah, it hit right in here. Definitely penetrated, and as I said, came right out the back as it blew it open back here. So as I said, I was shooting towards the middle and it hit towards the middle, so that's not too bad actually. But with the BBs, they hit the target, they hit within that area, but they just don't seem like they work as well as what the pellets do in it. It is a rifle barrel. I mean, go back and look at the one that we did on the overview where I tell you everything about it. In fact, that it's 3.1 pounds, because it is very lightweight, but that makes it nice too, as far as being able to hang on to it and that. And this thumb hole does help, as I said, with the when you're shooting it for freestanding like that. Anyway, that's the Winchester 1977XS multi-pump. The reservoir holds 50 BBs, by the way, but when I was shooting BBs before we turned the cameras on, I was only doing about 5 at a time. And but that works very well. And again, I wanted to do it, when we filmed it, I wanted to do it with the pellets, which I did. Now next time that we shoot this, we're going to be using the scope that comes with it, the one that is a 4x32 scope. And well, we'll see how good that thing works, as far as it is a scope that is for air guns. So well, as I said, that's going to be another video. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.